Hi, I'm Margaret and welcome to Garden School. Well, I am on a team. I am on the plant growing team for my Master Gardener group. We're going to have a plant sale to raise funds for our Master Gardener Foundation, and that is around Mother's Day. And now's the time to start the seeds for many of those plants that we'll be selling. So I have volunteered to start seeds. I did not ask them to send me any particular kinds of seeds, so let's look and see what they sent me. A bee feed mix. Oh, a colorful blend of 20 types of flowers, especially chosen for their nectar and pollen production. That's going to be really neat, especially since so many gardeners are now interested in the pollinators and in having flowers that will attract pollinators. That's going to be really nice. Kale. Well, I've grown kale from seed before. That's going to be good. I've got a couple packs, same kind of kale. Oh, here's one, celery. Never done this one from seed, so I'm going to be learning about this. Cauliflower. Okay, and another variety of cauliflower. Well, I love cauliflower, and I have done that from seed, but we're going to do a little research to find out the best way to do those. And they've also given me the little tags that I will write the name of the plant on, and the potting trays, the seed trays, different sizes for particular different plants. And then they also have given me plenty of potting medium, of seed starting mix, which is actually a soilless mix. And that is to just give the seeds and the seedlings a substrate in which to grow, not necessarily nutrition, but it also is weed-free and will have fewer problems with fungal issues and disease. So that's a good thing. Now, how am I going to do this? Well, they have been so gracious to provide me with instructions. In fact, when I should start these particular seeds, because some things will need 50 days for maturity, like the kale. I don't need to start that as soon as perhaps the celery, 110 days. Now that's for maturity. But I think that there are some issues we want to think about for starting seeds. One of the things is that the seeds are going to need moisture and they're going to need light, and they also will need a particular temperature. Now, I don't have a system set up for a lot of heat-loving seeds. I have a very small little heat mat that I can do, for instance, peppers, which really would like to have a really warm medium in which to germinate in. So I think they've given me some things that will work well with maybe in my little greenhouse or just in my garage. Now seedlings will also need supplemental light. So when you're thinking about doing plants from seed, think about what does this particular plant need regarding temperature for germination, what does it need for moisture, and what does it need for light. Most things will benefit from supplemental light, and we'll just see how that works. And maybe that means it goes out in my little greenhouse instead of on a windowsill. We'll see about that. Now, I also have some other resources in my wonderful book that I refer to a lot from my area. I have a planting and harvesting calendar. That'll tell me when I should plant what particular thing and when it would be ready for transplanting. Now, we want these seedlings to be just about ready for transplanting. In our area, Mother's Day is a very popular time, and many things can be transplanted into the garden at that time. Not everything, and of course, it depends on your particulars about temperature. Every year it changes, seems like. And then someone gave me this cool little guide here, a chart. It's a garden planner, it's called, and you can move it along here based on when your last frost date is, and that's an average last frost date. And then you would count backwards a certain number of weeks to when you would plant that particular seed and get that started. And we're talking about growing indoors for transplanting later. So I have some charts, and I've got the recommendations from my Master Gardener group. I think I'm ready to go. I will do some specific reading and planning so that I can do a good job for this plant sale. It is going to be so much fun. I hope you're able to find some seeds that you would like to start, and maybe you want to do something like lettuce, which is needs or prefers a cooler soil temperature and can do without super strong light. So maybe that's one you want to try, maybe on your windowsill. I would suggest that you do it. Have fun with that, and there's always more to learn in the garden. Bye-bye.